One by one, that was amazing. Thank you so much. It was beautiful. Footprints in the sand. You better start planning again to go to Hawaii. Maybe you can sing that song beside by the big footprints in the sand. As Brother June has announced a while ago, we have had our week of prayer this week, and this is now the final part of the series. We have explored a very important subject, which is the heart of Adventism actually, and it is about the saving grace of God. Now we are going to look at our home that has been prepared by our loving Father in heaven. This was written by Ellen White. And so if you have noticed, the first part, Ellen White compares the church to an army. She said, the church today is yet militant, meaning we are yet engaged in battle. We are in war against spiritual darkness. Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Of course, the church has made remarkable progress and obtained victories, but it is not yet the church triumphant. The warfare is not over yet. The enemy, knowing that he has but a very short time, is angry with the church of God. That is in Revelation chapter 12. In fact, he will bring in a time of trouble. The Bible says it is a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. However, the good news is that Christ will intervene in behalf of his faithful people, and he has assured us when he said in Matthew 24:13, he said, he who endures to the end shall be saved. And so friends, at Christ's return, the church triumphant will emerge. At this time he will be able to present to himself a glorious church, the faithful of the ages, the purchased by his blood, not having spot or wrinkle, but holy and without blemish. This is the triumphant church. This is the bride of Christ. This is the body of Jesus, who will enjoy the blessedness of heaven. All will be happy, according to our reading today. All will be happy, united, and full of God's glory. As we will all get to heaven, Jesus himself will welcome us. The angels will present each one of us a crown, and Jesus with his right hand will place this crown upon our heads. It is called the crown of victory. I'm sure it will not be too heavy, but it's a beautiful crown, and I'm very, very sure we will all be honored to wear this crown. You know, in heaven, friends, there will only be one language. Did you know what kind of language is that? Do you think we will be able to communicate with the rest of the citizens of heaven? Or do you think we will be able to speak the language? If we do not speak this language, how can we enjoy heaven? How can we feel at home in heaven if we do not know the language? So can I ask, what is the language? Are you learning it now? Do you know what language will be the language in heaven? It has been mentioned in the reading. It's not English. It's not German. It's not Spanish, Tagalog. I don't know, maybe. Huh? But the language is clear. The language in heaven is what? Praise. It's all about Him. If we want to communicate with the citizens of heaven and feel at home for eternity or in Christ's presence, we must learn the language of heaven. We must learn to live a life of praise to God now. Because friends, this will be our most delightful experience as we are awed by the glorious presence of our God. In heaven, we, the redeemed, will unite with the angels. And we will cast our crowns at the feet of the Redeemer, singing worship songs of celebration. Worthy, worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power, to receive riches, wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. Honor and glory and power be unto Him that sits upon the throne and unto the Lamb forever and ever. The people of God will never stop praising God. It doesn't mean that every time will be church worship, no. But the focus of our minds will be the saving, how God has saved us. Indeed, friends, the language in heaven is praise. For me, the very first reason why I will delight in praising Him is because of the fact that I had been given the privilege to be in heaven. Heaven is God's idea. Heaven is God's goal. And because God is perfect, therefore heaven is also perfect, right? We who are imperfect do not deserve heaven. We cannot earn our right for heaven. In fact, I'm even suspecting that the angels will be surprised when they see me there. Oh, this guy, how come he's here? We know that the Bible tells us that only the holy ones are supposed to be in heaven. Anyone whose life is not holy will not see the Lord. And if this is true, then where do we turn? Where do we turn to? The answer is found in the story of Moses. Remember the story of Moses? Let's read carefully, very carefully the following verses. Let's read this to answer the question, what did Moses do in order to see God? Let's read this very slowly. Look at the screen now. There is a place near me where you may stand on a rock. When my glory passes that place, I will put you in a large crack, and the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will take away my hand, and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen. Did you see what Moses was to do? Did you note who did the work? God did. God is the one who is active here. God gave the Moses a place to stand, right? God placed Moses in a crevice. God covered Moses with His hand as God passed by, and God revealed Himself. Please get the point, friends. It was God who equipped Moses to catch a glimpse of Himself. All Moses did was what? Ask. All we can do also is ask. For only in asking we do receive, and only in seeking do we find. Friends, God is the one who will equip us for our eternal moment with the Son of God. Has He not given us a rock? The rock of ages? Has He not given us Jesus Christ? Has He not given us His grace? And has He not covered us with His hands pierced by Him? So if an angel will ask me why I would be in heaven, the only answer I could give him is, I am here because of God's grace. He has covered me with His righteousness. You know that song, Holy, Holy, what is what the angels sing, by John Oakland? It's found in 425 in the church hymnal. Come on, take a look at it. In verse 1 it says that there is singing up in heaven. Of course it is. There is singing up in heaven such as we have never known. You know the song? For the angels sing the praises of the Lamb upon the throne. Is that right? Their sweet hearts are ever always tuneful, and their voices always clear. Oh, that we might be more like them while we serve the Master